I am observing it. Something good is going on in my imagination. I am not trying to continue with it. I am just observing it. So this is step 1 that we are doing. Then in step 2, we are evaluating. So we are evaluating whether the feelings that I have at this moment is naturally acceptable to me or not. If it is naturally acceptable to me, it is accordance with human nature or not. Would I like the continuity of these feelings or not? So this we are evaluating. So we are evaluating with awareness, with observation. And during this evaluation, I am not reacting into it. Then step 3 is an extension of step 2, where I am observing impact of my feelings. So in step 3, I am observing my state of being. So am I comfortable or uncomfortable? Am I in a state of harmony within or in contradiction within? So this we are doing in step 3. With this in step 4, we are observing, we are self-evaluating, and we are seeing who is taking the decision for this moment, for this feeling. So I am asking the questions. Who decides the feeling, thought that I have at this moment? Is it because of some external physical condition? Is it because of some other human beings? Or is it because of myself? Is it because I have taken decision? So this we are trying to see in step 4. So if I am responsible for my decision at this moment, then two things will happen. If I am able to see that I am responsible for my state of being, then two things will happen. Number 1, I will commit to work for my self-development, for my development. Because I am responsible, so I have to work on myself. I have to work for transformation. Secondary, if I am responsible and I am able to see it, then I will be free from complaints that I have for others. So two things will happen. Number 1, I will be free from complaints that I have for others. Number 2, I will work for my transformation. In that sense, step 4 is very important. So in step 4, now it is my need to work on myself because I am responsible for my state of being. So to work for my transformation, to make effort for my self-development is my need. It is my need. That's why now I will make effort for my self-development. Earlier, I used to think that my state of being because of others. So I was making effort to make them correct. But now I am aware that my state of being is because of my decisions. So I have to make effort for my self-development. Right. So now to understand myself, to look into myself is my need. If it becomes my need, then I will make effort for my self-development. So this is what we are discussing from step 1 to 4. Right. So let's take few reflection. Then today we will open step 5. So we have Balji Reddy with us. Namaste, bhaiya.
Namaskar, Bhaiya. Namaskar to all. Yesterday, I was able to observe some of the incidents and interactions with others. When I evaluate my feeling, yeah, sometimes I was comfortable, sometimes I was not comfortable. And the second question you have given me, uh, are you able to see that you are 100% responsible for your happiness or unhappiness? Yes, able to see. I am responsible 100% for my happiness and unhappiness, not because of the other person or the other thing I observed. Yeah. So, in addition to this, I want to share one more thing. In yesterday's slide, you showed another slide actually that when psychologically, for example, ill person he behaves, generally we don't bother. But the same things are told by some other person, we bother. So that I like it to some extent. Oh, nice, very nice. So I am only deciding. Then again, I thought, no, no, no. In the previous case, um, because of the psychological ill person, that at that juncture, my understanding level is sufficient. But normal person, if he says the same thing, my level of understanding is not sufficient to make me harmonious. That I thought, Bhaya. And when I was contemplating on this, suddenly I got one idea, one thought. Suppose tomorrow is exam, more number of hours we are able to study, but tomorrow is not exam. We don't study, and we say that no, we cannot study like that. So we are only deciding, na. So we are only deciding to study. That's why we are able to study on that day. After some time again, I thought, Vaya. So in that case also, I in the days where the examinations are not there, I have not decided not to study, but my affirmation level is not sufficient. That's why I'm not able to study. Like that, I got Bhaiya. This is my reflection. Kindly guide me.
Nice, Bhaiya. So it is important observation that every time I am taking decision for myself based on my interpretation, based on my evaluation, and these decisions are making me happiness or unhappiness. These decisions are the cause of my happiness or unhappiness. So if I am able to see this, that my decisions is responsible for my happiness, then I will work on myself. So this is the uh, path that I have to work on myself. So nice, Bhaiya, if you are able to see, if we are able to see this, that I am responsible, then next step is we can see every moment who is responsible for my happiness and unhappiness, for my state of being. So if I am able to see that every moment I am responsible for my happiness or unhappiness, then I will feel a need to work within myself. And then I will start looking into myself with more dedication. So that's all from my side, Bhaiya. Very nice that you are looking, observing yourself. Nice, Bhaiya.
Really, Bhaiya. Thank you for your guidance. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Bhaiya. So we have just a minute. Okay. So we have Ganesh Tabinderji with us. नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
Yes भैया.
Yes, yes. So, this is in continuation with our discussion yesterday. Yes, I
Mhm.
have asked the question, but there was a time up, so we stopped in between. So, do you remember the case, Bhaiya, or should I repeat?
भैया, I request you to repeat it briefly.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, what happened means 2, 3 days before some uncomfortable situation has appeared. One of my friend has taunted me, and then I got inside angry. I could see my imagination, and then I followed the steps. I have not reacted, but I felt the thoughts. Then I uh, followed the steps 1, 2, 3, 4. Means I have evaluated based on the natural acceptance. Then I saw the impact, and I decided who is doing that, who is taking the decisions, and those thoughts are settled. Yes, uh, the uncomfortableness has vanished. Then after some time, after 1/2 an hour, also same thing happened. Means the same thought appeared into me. Again, I sorted it out. I followed the steps and I settled it down, and I become calm. So my question was that actually, uh, means whatever that incident which has happened, uh, I remember that. Still, I remember that it is not troubling me. I'm not becoming uncomfortable about that thing, but I remember that. So, the first, can you uh, reflect on this? Because for other thoughts which are settled down, um, they have been mostly forgotten, I may say. But whatever the incidences which had happened, now I remember, but they are not troubling me. I don't become uncomfortable, but I remember. So that was my question. Means I have uh, reflected that the competition, that competitiveness of that person is less, or the education sanskar of that person is accordingly, and he is behaving accordingly. Everything I tried out, but I remember that. Ji bhaiya.
Yes भैया. So if you have that incident in your memory, but you are not in trouble,
Hmm.
mm, so that's, in my point of view, there is no problem. Problem is when you are feeling hurt again and again with that event,
Okay.
right? So if you are not in
Yes.
problem, then it is okay.
Right. Right. Ji bhaiya. That was the only question.
Next thing,
Yes.
next point is
Hmm.
you, these incidents are in your memory because
Hmm.
somehow uh, these incidents are important for you. Maybe they are your close friend, maybe they are your family members. So they have priority in your imagination. They are in priority in your imagination. That's why you remember them. So whatever I think it is important for me, it remains in my memory. When I think now it is not important for me, it goes away from my memory. Means I do not pay attention on this. So somehow unconsciously, I think it is important, or I am not able to resolve it completely. Mm. So
Yes.
these two
Yes.
or three cases may be there.
Ji bhaiya. Ji.
Yes, ma'am.
Ji. Namaste bhaiya. Thank you.
Namaste, भैया. So we have Mithili ji with us.
Yes, Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, Gopal Babu Bhaiya. Am I audible,
Yes,
Bhaiya?
yes, Didi, yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bhaiya. Namaste to all. Myself is Maithili. I have been attending a morning session from 7th batch onwards. Thank you, Baya, for your enlightening session. And thank you all. Day by day, my exploration is improving, Baya. Thank you all co-explorers of UHV family. So now I would like to share a classroom situation and I need your guidance, Baya. Recently, I have received a complaint from three of our first year course handling colleagues. One male professor told that one of a girl student in his class used to sit in the classroom as a cross-legged posture many a time. Then he informed her not to sit like that, but she is not obeying. And in my understanding, I don't find anything wrong or bad in this because this posture may be comfortable for her, or otherwise, this may be a habitual of her. And two more senior faculty, lady faculties, are also complained to me that some of the girl students are not wearing their churidars all properly. So since I'm a class coordinator for that class, I'm worrying about why faculty members are not accepting students as they are and try to understand rightly and correct some shortcomings in their behavior with right relationship and care and guidance. But in this regard, how can I help them, Baya, with a feeling of relatedness? Please guide me, Baya. Baya?
Yes, Didi, yes. I am
Yeah.
listening.
Yes, Baya. Thank you, Baya.
Yes.
Please.
So during all these events, were you able to observe yourself, Didi, or not?
Yes,
This is
Baya, I am
important.
observing. Yes, Baya, I am observing, Baya.
Yes.
Actually,
So
I'm
nice.
not handling classes for them. I'm the class
Mm.
coordinator. But now and then I used to that is take care of them, and I used to inform them. But there are many positive things are there among them. So with me, they
Okay.
are obeying well. But why other people are, other faculties are saying, not seeing their positive things, only always complained about the students like this, like that. They themselves
Okay, Didi.
take care of, they themselves take care of them and then correct them, no, if they feel that is not correct.
Okay, Didi.
Thank you,
So
Baya.
if you see the consciousness, right?
Yes, Baya. Yes,
So consciousness, the conduct of consciousness may be based on knowing or may be based on assuming,
yes,
right?
yes,
And during that time, we have assumed many things. If I am not aware of the realities,
yes, Baya.
right?
Yes,
So I have assumed many things, other has assumed many things. And due
yes,
to these assumptions, many times I am not able to see the reality. Due to that, I am not able to see the positive aspect that you want to say. And
yes, Baya.
and many times we think that our assumptions is correct.
Yes, Baya.
Now, due to their assumptions, they are behaving like this,
Yes,
right?
Baya.
So, what is the
Yes,
way to come out of this? The way is to be aware of reality.
yes, Baya.
So, if I am aware of the reality, then my reflection outside will be based on this reality. Then I will be able to see. है ना?
Yes,
Now, if a person is not aware of reality, he will see only the posture. He will
yes,
think
Baya.
of only etiquettes.
Yes,
He will not be able to see the nurturing of body, protection of body, mm, or right
yes,
posture of the body.
yes,
He is observing these things in terms of etiquettes or non-etiquettes.
yes,
And
Baya.
all definition of etiquette is based on their assumption,
Yes,
right? So what is the way to come out of it? We should be aware of the reality so that I
Yes.
can break my assumption, I can correct my assumption. And similarly, I have to help others also,
Yes, Bhaiya.
right? So
Yes.
important is that whether students are able to understand the class or not,
Yes.
right? So you can communicate with them, you can
Yes.
ask with them, what is the priority? Posture is the
Yes.
priority or understanding is the priority?
Yes.
So once understanding is being ensured, then we can discuss posture also,
Yes.
right? What is happening nowadays? This uh, posture, etc., have become more important rather than understanding.
Yes.
Right? So, in rather than discussing about posture, you discuss about understanding.
Yes.
So, students are in class. What is important for us as a faculty member? They should
Yes.
understand this should be the first priority, or their posture should be the first priority.
Yes.
Right. So once students are connected with that right understanding, then they will understand their faculty member also. And once faculty member are uh, feel connected with students, then they will see students' condition also.
Yes. Yes, Bhaiya.
In this manner, that harmony can be ensured, Didi.
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes, Bhaiya.
Right?
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Okay, Didi.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Namaste, Didi. So let's take another sharing. We have Neetu ji with us.
हेलो जी
Namaste.
नमस्ते भैया नमस्ते सब
जी दीदी.
सभी को भैया आई just wanted a question answer to a question while
Yes, Didi.
observing myself I am often reminded of some past event. Some events are very frequent and I am not able to forget those events. So such events often appear in the thoughts and then I am able to see the feeling behind also. Now, I don't consider the event important, but I am not able to resolve it. So, how can I resolve this? I mean, how to get rid of this? Because so many things have happened in the past, but there are only some 4 or 5 events that I often remember, even from my childhood, that I think, have impacted me a lot. So, how to get rid of such past memories, which are often there when I am observing, just sitting by myself, and nothing related to that event has happened recently. It happened when I was a child, but such memories are still there. So, is there any way that I can get rid of such past memories?
Right. So we are not able to get rid of these memories because we are not evaluating it.
Okay.
Each time we react into it. So whenever I remember these past events, rather than observing, we start reacting into it. So once
Yes.
reaction has started, then the intensity of that memory will go more. It will be strengthened with your reaction. So each time you react, it becomes more stronger. So what is the way to come out of it that we are discussing here? Just observe it without giving any reaction. This is first step. Then evaluate it. Then see its impact on your state of being. Then ask yourself, who is responsible for this state of being? So these 4 steps, if we are not doing, it means we are making reaction. We are having reaction with these memories. And due to this reaction, each time I strengthen these memories. So Didi, we are discussing the way to get rid of it.
Yeah,
But
I'm
we
trying
have
this,
to
but
ensure,
yeah.
yes, we have to ensure whether we are going step by step or not.
So first I observe, then so step one is I observe it,
Observe
then
means
I
let it
evaluate.
happen as it is.
Okay.
You are remembering past event, but it is present for you. Event has
Yeah.
happened in the past, but now it is present for you because it is in your memory. Now, whatever is present in at this moment in my imagination, I have to observe it without creating any disturbance, without giving any reaction. I have to just observe it. I need to observe it.
Okay.
Right. So generally,
And
we are habitual to have a
yes.
reaction.
So once I
And in
observe it,
fact,
I let it happen, Bhaiya. And then when the feeling comes,
right.
then what
Then
should I
what?
do?
Then feelings come. Then you evaluate, is it naturally
Oh,
acceptable to me?
okay.
Is it accordance to my natural acceptance? Do I want continuity of this? Then you see, check what answer you get.
Okay.
And if you get answer that I don't want to continue these feelings, then don't try to run away from this. Just start observing again it. Right. So in second step, when you ask yourself, do I want continuity of this feeling? Is it naturally acceptable to me? And if answer is no, then don't try to move away from it. Just keep observing it. Right. So what will happen with this step? Actually, when I ask, is it naturally acceptable to me? So it gets weaker. Otherwise, what we do, we react in it and we make it stronger. So with this evaluation, its intensity will go down. So you ask this question and uh, keep observing. You will see its intensity will go down. But if you react it, it will become more stronger. So each time we make it stronger and stronger. That's why we are not able to resolve it. Right,
Yeah,
Didi?
maybe. Yes. So I mean, is it related to people also? Like for some events, the people are still with me, hmm, for example, my
Yeah.
family. And in
Be-
some cases, for example, my school friends, they are not with me anymore. So the
yes.
memories related to them, they are mostly faded away. Yeah, I still remember some
So
of the good things.
two issues are there.
Okay.
For some people, I have a feeling of opposition.
Okay.
For some people, I have assumed they are the source of my happiness or they were the source of my happiness. So when I think of those kind of people, for whom have assumed my source of happiness, I am not able to forget them. For those for whom I have assumed that these are source of my unhappiness, I am also not able to forget them. So first we need to ensure who is responsible for my happiness or unhappiness. Those people or my
Mm.
sanskar, my decisions.
Once I have evaluated, then I need to just observe that whether it is naturally acceptable or not. And then next I see that who is responsible. Is it correct
Yes,
sequence here now?
right, Didi. So I need to check who is responsible for my unhappiness this moment, those people or myself.
Okay, Bhaiya. Yeah.
Is it right, Didi?
Yes, yes, yeah. I think maybe unconsciously in the last, this is my, I think, fifth batch. I'm in the fifth. I started from the seventh batch. So in the past, when I was observing, some of the events are faded away now, but certain things I still feel when I am observing. There are certain things that I still feel they are there. So I think I need to work on them now because most of the things have faded away. I mean, I am not remembering them. Those events are not coming to my observation often, but some things are, yeah, maybe because of some deep-rooted sanskars, certain things I give importance to, they are always there. So certain things
Yes,
which
Didi.
I
One
don't
thing
give
I want to
importance.
add here, Didi. One thing I
Yeah, yeah.
want to add here for everyone. Events coming into my mind are not problem. Problem is my assumptions that these
Yeah.
events are source of my happiness or unhappiness.
Mm.
So this assumption is problem. So I have associated my happiness or unhappiness with these events.
Yeah.
That's why one kind of events make me comfortable or happy. One kind of events make me unhappy. So my association of happiness with these events creates problem.
Yes, yes.
No?
The intensity
That's
is
why we start
different.
reacting into
Yeah.
it. Yes, Didi.
But I am totally not free of all this. Yeah.
Yes. So we all are in the process, Didi.
Yes, yes, Ria.
You know, I am also not totally free from this.
Yes. But yes, I can feel now that the intensity has decreased. It is decreasing day by day.
Right.
So
Right.
certain things affected me, very deeply earlier, but now I am not that much affected by many things. Yeah, many observations. I am able to let them go.
Yes, Didi. So with time you will see, or no, you are able to sense that intensity is going down, and it is an
Yes,
important part.
yes,
Right.
yes.
So it is an achievement.
Ji, ji.
Next thing I would like to add here, uh, don't focus on outcome that one day I will get rid of all these things. Focus only on the process.
Yeah, it's a way
Generally,
of life.
we start visualizing outcome and we start these steps. So
Ji.
if you are visualizing outcome, so you will force your imagination to see like this, and you will recondition yourself.
Mm.
But what we are doing in this process, we are unconditioning ourselves,
Yes, yeah.
right? So if you see in market, there are many uh, group who train you to recondition your mind. So in this process, what we are doing, unconditioning. So
Yes.
don't visualize the outcome. Don't think of outcome. Otherwise, you will start reconditioning your mind. Right, Didi?
Yeah, it's teaching me a way of life that I'm trying to learn. Ji.
Yes. So I am trying to observe. You should speak
Ji.
this line.
Yeah, I'm trying to observe. Yeah.
Yes. And trying to evaluate
Ji,
and
ji.
trying to see who is responsible.
Ah, yes.
Right, Didi?
Ji, ji, ji. Ji, bhaiya. Thank you,
Right.
bhaiya.
Okay. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste.
Okay. So two hands are raised still. Come back to Surkanji and Pramod Kumari Didi. So let me start step 5. Then we will have 10-minute pause for observation. Then I will come back to Surkanji and Pramod Kumari ji. Right. Okay. So in step 5, so in step 4, we were able to see that it is I, the self, who is deciding the feeling at each moment. Now I am trying to find out the basis on which I decide my feeling thought. It means my sanskar. So in step 5, we are trying to see what is the basis on which I decide my feeling, thought, etc. So there are two possibilities. One is either my sanskar based on right understanding, or it is based on assumption. Right. So in step 4, we are trying to see who is responsible, who is taking this decision. Now in step 5, I am evaluating what is the basis of my decision. Is it right understanding or is it some assumption in the absence of right understanding? So this is what we are trying to see in step 5, right? So if my sanskar is based on right understanding, then my feeling is natural based on this right understanding. And I will be able to decide in a favor of these feelings, the feelings that is naturally acceptable to me. And with this, I remain comfortable. I remain in harmony. I remain in a state of happiness. But based on assumption, if my decisions are based on assumption, then there will be indefiniteness. Sometimes I may feel comfortable. Sometimes I may not feel comfortable. Sometimes with same person, I will feel comfortable. Sometimes with same person, I will not feel comfortable. If my feelings are based on my assumption, if my sanskar are based on my assumption, then my state of being will not be definite. There will be randomness in my state of being if my sanskars are based on assumption. But if my sanskar are based on right understanding, then my state of being will be definite. I will have a definite feelings that are naturally acceptable to me. And with this, I will remain comfortable. I will remain in harmony. So this is again an important step. Once I am able to see that I am responsible for my decision, then two things will happen. Number one, I will be free of complaints that I have for others. Number two, now I will work for my transformation, for my development. Now, when I am going to work for my development, at this state, I am evaluating myself, evaluating my sanskar. Is it based on right understanding or is it based on assumption? So if it is based on right understanding, I will have a natural feeling. There will be definiteness in my state of being. There will be comfortability, harmony in my state of being. But if my sanskar are based on assumption, then it will be and there will be indefiniteness. Like sometimes I will feel contradiction in me, sometimes I may feel happiness in me. So there will not be definiteness. So therefore, it becomes my need to observe my sanskar. So to observe my sanskar is now my need. Because it is my need, now I will pay attention to my sanskar. So I will pay attention to my sanskar and I will try to see whether it is based on right understanding or based on assumption. Right. So at this state, at this step 5, I can see the need for right understanding. Now to have right understanding is my need. So I can see the need for right understanding and the need for deciding my feeling, thought on the basis of this right understanding. So in step 4, now it is my need to make effort for my development. And in step 5, now it is my need to ensure right understanding, to see this right understanding, to ensure my sanskar on the basis of right understanding. So in this, with this point of view, now working on this right understanding, right feeling, and aligning all my sanskar with this right understanding has become my need. Because it is my need, now I will see my sanskar. I will try to understand this right understanding. So now working on right understanding has become my need. Right. So this is step 5. Now we are checking, we are evaluating whether my sanskar feelings are based on right understanding or assumption. So if it is based on assumption, my state of being will be indefinite. That's why it becomes our need to work on right understanding. Right. So this is step 5. So let's take 10-minute pause, 10-minute break. And we will observe this step 1 to 5 within me. And ultimately we will see, we need to see whether my sanskar are based on understanding or based on assumption. If it is not based on right understanding, now it becomes important for me to work for right understanding. All right. So let's take 10-minute pause. Then I will come back to have your reflections. So it's 6:15. We will come back to 6:25. Quick reflection on this 10-minute observation. So we have Pramod Kumari ji with us.
Namaste भैया. Namaste to
Didi.
the co-explorers. Yeah. Bhaiya, I observed that the object of triggering is outside, but when I see it, I associate something with it according to my assumption or sensibilities, and that makes me happy or unhappy. Bhaiya, I also observed that even years back, that whatever I have perceived once in my imagination, it settles down and it anyhow comes one or other point of time in the form of reaction or response. So, Bhaiya, my question is, if I have observed a sanskar or assumption once, Bhaiya, may it trigger me again?
Repeat last line, Didi.
Bhaiya, if I have observed the assumption once, I'm able to find it out. Bhaiya, is it possible that it may trigger me again?
Yes, Didi. So if this assumption is lying in you deep down, then it is there is a possibility that it will come out again with a proper with when there is a conducive environment for that assumption, it will come out.
Oh yeah, because it
Right?
happened with me. Yeah.
Yes, suppose you have a feeling of opposition.
Yes.
Now one person come and behave uh, behave something you don't like, then this assumption will start working
Yes.
again. So we have to evaluate
Yes. Yes,
our
Bhaiya.
all sanskars, right? So that is what we are
Okay.
going to
And
do in
Bhaiya,
this step 5. Yes, Didi.
yeah, and Bhaiya, can we ensure every type of feeling in ourselves? Mm.
For example, Didi.
Like all the feelings, love, respect, compassion, can we ensure don't have we never to expect anything from outside? My question is that
Okay. So question is whether we should expect from outside
ensure
or not.
every type. Yeah.
Yes. So I can ensure this feeling of relationship, respect, trust, love with my right understanding in myself. This is part 1, right?
Okay.
Next part is I am expecting from others. This is not a problem.
Yes.
Problem is my expectation must be fulfilled by that person. This is the problem.
Okay. So what like um, we don't have to take care whether it is fulfilled or not, and don't attach any meaning with it.
If you are fulfilled within,
Yeah.
if you are fulfilled within, if you are in harmony within,
Okay.
then fulfilling expectation from outside will not affect you. In fact, you will be complement of others.
Okay.
If you are not fulfilled within, then this non-fulfillment of expectation will hurt you.
So that is again based on right understanding. Till the time I understand it, a situation properly, then I
Till
will
that
be able
time,
to.
till that time when my all sanskars are aligned with right understanding. Right?
Yes. Yes,
So
Bhaiya.
once my all sanskars are aligned with right understanding means this clarity of coexistence,
Okay.
clarity of harmony, clarity of my relation participation. Right. Now my all sanskar are aligned with
Yes,
this
Bhaiya.
coexistence, harmony, and relationship. Then I will feel fulfilled within me. And with this,
Yes,
if
Bhaiya.
some people are not able to fulfill my expectation, I will compliment them. Right.
Yes, Bhaiya.
But I will not be affected by them.
But yes,
Suppose you
Bhaiya.
have expectation
That is
that
the thing
your
I
child,
need to work.
suppose you, Didi,
Yes, yes, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, am I audible?
yes, you are audible, Didi.
Yeah.
Yes. So suppose your child is not
Yeah.
able to ensure feeling of trust, feeling of respect, and you are
Yes.
expecting that these feelings should be fulfilled by your child. This
Yes.
is one case. So if you are
Yes.
fulfilled within, if you are in harmony within,
Yeah.
then you will compliment him without getting
Okay.
affected by his state of being.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Right?
The sanskar, yeah, I need to work more. Yes, Bhaiya.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
So
thank you so much, Bhaiya, for guiding in such a beautiful, elaborating in such a beautiful way. Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
okay, Didi. So it's time for Hindi session. So thank you everyone for active participation. Now I will request Sunil Bhaiya to start Hindi session.
जी भैया नमस्ते thank you Kobal भैया for this enriching and enlightening session once again in this morning. So thank you all the participants for your active participation with questions and sharing in this morning session. Before we move on to the Hindi part, we can have a look at the chat box for the daily announcements. So you can have a look at the WhatsApp group all the day of the morning session to get the daily updates and the assignments. And the forthcoming conference or the online international conference, The link to register is available in the chat box. You can share that with the policy makers of the institution and potential delegates in the country and abroad. You can contact the faculty volunteers for any assistance regarding this, the regional coordinators to be precise. Now, in the month of October, we have a couple of workshops. One is a faculty development program, 21st to 25th of October. We have a faculty development program in Hindi, and 21st to 26th of October, we have a student development program in English in the evening, 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. The link to register is available in the chat box, so you can be part of that to strengthen your self-exploration. And in the conference, there are 3 special interest groups. One of them is the health group. So if you experience the major shift in the betterment of your health since following the proposals of universal human values, you can make a list of the changes that you have noticed that have taken place and how you think it has happened. So this note can be sent to Shamla Didi. Didi is handling the health part in the conference. So thank you so much. We switch over to the Hindi part. Namaste Shamla Didi for the Hindi facilitation and Namaste Ishan Priya and team for the moderation part. Thank you. Over to you, Ishan Priya now.
जी जी, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद सुनील भैया, धन्यवाद तारा प्रसन्न भैया।